moisture that's in the air, and it's going to put space between the hair and puff it right up, so it plumps it up.
Oh, it's a true paste.
Oh,
look at that.
Yeah. So
about how much do you need?
Just fill your nail.
Really, the whole nail? Okay.
And it's so concentrated, so the jar's going to last you. I made everything almost oversized to the point where that you're covered for a very long time because I have no idea when it's coming back.
Oh my gosh, look how it changes.
Yeah.
Look how that changed from that paste.
And you think it's going to be, but then it changes onto the hair again. It acclimates. So volume-wise,
okay, let's just do
you want
one
volume.
side.
If you want add definition to your curl, it'll give you definition to the curl. If you want smooth and straight, it will adapt to anything.
Look at the volume I just got.
No,
just from massaging it into the, oh my gosh.
And as you wear it, it's also going to absorb any excess oils, so you're not going to get greasy, you know, and there's no wax in it. Most of these have wax,
really,
and it just
it's chunky.
It feels so horrible.
Oh my gosh.
Wax is like the most terrible thing to put in your hair.
This is out of hand. We're gonna have to zoom out for that.
And we don't have a lot. I'm just warning everybody. So I suspect this will be gone by morning.
Okay, Kevin, our producer, just updated me. You may be right.
I'm not.
We have 1,000 of each, and by each I mean you need to choose which one you want, and there is no auto ship. So we have the spring summer, once again adjusting for the
don't go by scent
and the climate. Yeah.
If you're gonna use it, during spring summer,
get the spring summer.
Then use spring summer.
Fall winter, you live somewhere where it's super cold and dry. I don't know, or you want to save it for the fall winter, or you just need to get this into your hands in some way, shape, or form. Get the fall winter.
If you're gonna move to Canada, then yeah, you can start with.
Right now feels like fall winter.
Actually, it's so warm at home as well. I was melting.
This is amazing. It almost feels
the texture's so different.
Like a dry shampoo. You could use it to kind of cleanse and rub into your scalp.
And it acts that way. So, but I don't want to retail it as a dry shampoo, but that's the added bonus to it because you can see because it doesn't dull the hair out. It has a sheen to it.
Wow.
Again, and that's that gel. That's me bringing in the adaptogen, the seeds. Everything I'm showing you, there's a reason why I rushed everything.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it. The way that I think I've hit the pinnacle now. Because I haven't launched a styling product in a long time.
It's been a minute.
So you've got the cherry, which today we put it on such a crazy price.
Cherry butter styler.
Yeah, which is the product I use.
We'll share that in a minute, but
this works together with it. They're completely separate, but they work so well together. But you need that now remember, everyone has the Alchemist as the base. And does the paste work on its own? Yes. Does it work better with the Alchemist? Absolutely.
These are
because
made to work together.
They're made to layer in, and that way you've got such a bond happening onto the hair because they're designed. This one has a bit of clay in it, but it has a Rossolo clay with certain adaptogens that are different to the mist. So we're just adding to it. You combine it, you have the perfect blend of nature, but it's also technology as well because it creates like a mesh pattern or mesh flex to the hair. It's smart. It adapts to temperature. It adapts to even your the amount of energy you give it. So the more energy you put into it at the base, which is your scalp, the root area. Yeah. Do you want lift? Just really hit it with it with your fingertips.
I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna show you this.
It's alchemy.
And this is another one of those products where you guys did instrumental testing. Instrumental meaning you could measure a change, okay? And this one, this is ridiculous. 4,363% or 43 times increase in volume. Volume.
I had
you guys see this?
I remember getting it for the first time, and I did this. Wow.
Right, like
I had to put glasses on to make sure to confirm that.
I gotta get this. This is better than teasing your hair, using hot tools to get that lift at the root.
We're just using our fingers.
Oh my gosh.
Look, I'm not a stylist. I don't even know who he is. Just kidding.
Who's that guy, Jerry, over there? He just showed up. We let him in.
He's a much better looking Moda.
Wow. Look at where you just pulled her bangs back. Did you notice how everything is light and airy and lifted? That's what this will do for you. It has a clay cream feeling. Yeah. But then I notice as I'm, moving my fingers around, it does feel like a fiber almost.
But you just notice how he just added a little more energy to it, and you got even more texture, more separation, more volume. Yeah, you can't. Look, this is such a goof-proof product. You will not make a mistake with it. If it looks like anything else we've had in the past, trust me, it's not even close.
And I love that you call it the Elasti Styler because it will, you guys call it like a soft lock. on your hair if you're trying to lock in that style. Like maybe you want to use this and kind of define your curls. It's going to do that for you, but it's not crunchy.
No.
Like my hair feels soft still.
Yeah, and it's not greasy, so you still have a shine,
not
but
at
it's such a weird texture that because you feel it in your hands, it just feels like, okay, it's like a dry shampoo.
This is a lot. I feel like this would last forever.
And
I
that's
did
why
one little scoop of like the length of my
it's solid. I believe there's,
look at this.
I think 5% water, if that, like hardly any.
wild.
So you're getting pure product, and that's why it works so well. It looks for water.
Wow.
So the more water that's in the atmosphere, it starts pumping it in, it expands. So you'll see as the day progresses, the fibers, it's like loading into the fibers, and you'll get even more lift, more fullness, and a plump effect to it.
Okay, so we have about 800 of each for the whole day.
Yeah, no,
this is
it's
the first
gone.
airing. So this is, and I know it's small batch, but Dennis can only create what Mother Nature can provide, right? It's not like he can go to a lab and create the ingredients that go into
Made by
this.
hand, stirred by hand, filled by hand, and that's what makes it so unique.
Yeah.
And that's why I know I've got control on how it's going to affect and how it's going to work on hair. Whereas when it's mass produced, it's like going to a wedding. When it's like 50 people, it's gourmet. 500 people.
Good luck finding the bride and groom.
Chef Boyardee.
Too much, yeah. You know, and it's funny too, since I've personally started using Tweaked probably about 8 years ago. I've been here that long. My hair has been able to grow incredibly long. And I'm not saying that Tweaked products grow your hair. What I'm saying is I have less breakage, which means I don't have to cut my hair every time I go in to get my sparklers and my roots covered.
That's why I say
this might be the longest my hair has been in years. I have 0 extensions, but I religiously use the shampoos, the conditioners, the mists. I've used the revitalizing mist, I've used the Phyto Milk mist, and now this is the latest version, the Today Special, the Alchemist, that actually adjusts to the weather. So if you want the combo, you need to be grabbing this while we have a couple hundred left of each one.
It has elasticity, so it's called Ollie. It's actually, it's the only, what's it called? When you're allergic to like rubber, latex. Oh. It's the only latex that's you're not allergic to it. Yeah. So I was able to, and I found it, created an extract. That's why we get the bounce to it, and that's why it feels so unique, that texture.
You'll see when you get it home, it's
I was
really
able to
crazy.
liquefy it.
And if you don't love it, you can always send it back. But this today will be the only day to get it because it will definitely sell out. So that's 2 brand new launches. Let's move on to the third brand new first airing.